Good day, traders. Good day, traders. This is Hotato here from Kaiser Capital. So today, guys, we're back again with another live trading the prop firm funded account. Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are having a profitable month. Hope you guys had a profitable month as well. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. So before starting the live today, guys, I'm just going to give you key tips to look into as you are going to go into the new month. Understand? So you need to be able to be uh, to analyze your profitable month, whether it was a profitable month or not. So you need to review all those stuff, right? So welcome to the live, guys. This is Hotato here from Kaiser Capital. So today, guys, we're back again trading the live funded account. Drop the comment section if you can hear me properly. Drop a comment if you can see me, if everything is going well on your side. Just drop a comment as well if you've had a profitable month. Today is the last day of the month or trading day of the month. So I hope you guys had a profitable month. Yes, okay, yes. That's good news, my brother. Okay, so let's dive into the charts, guys. Let's dive into the charts. All is well on your side, my brother. That's good news. That's good news. Welcome to the live, guys. Make sure that you drop a comment if you can hear me properly. And if you're from South Africa, just drop a South African flag. Welcome back to the live. So currently, I want to jump into the monthly time frames, right? Just to see how the monthly candlestick is going to close, right? So as you can see now, NZD USD, we're on the monthly time frame, right? NZD USD on the monthly time frame, just to monitor the monthly candlestick close, right? So how that candlestick is going to close, just going to monitor that. So we've got Karabo saying hello, everybody. Okay. Welcome to the live, guys. Make sure that you have your notepads and everything ready. We're diving into the charts. So what I'm trying to monitor is how the monthly candlestick is going to close, right? To start off onto the new month, right? As you can see, currently I'm going to analyze NZD USD, AUD USD, GBP, JPY, NZD CAD, US 100. We're currently floating on some slight profits on US 100 as well, NZD CAD, and Euro USD. If there's any pair that you'd like me to analyze for you guys, just drop it in the comment section and I'll check it out. And how has the trading week been for you guys on your side? Okay. So like I've said, I'm just trying to monitor how the monthly candlestick is going to close, since today is the last trading day of the month. So I'm just going to do my advanced self review all the trades that I've taken throughout the month, throughout the weeks, where I can improve my win rate, my overall psychology, the overall self review of myself, basically. Because in the markets, you're not trading the markets, you're trading against yourself, understand? So the market is just a minor reflection of you, understand? So if you've had a profitable week this week, that means you are doing good, you're in a good space, right? So that's why it's important for you to only um okay, it's important for you to be okay with yourself. Understand, I have been going through some drawdowns, and I've been working on myself as well. So that's important as well, to work on yourself, work on your psychology before you can even open up the charts, before you can even go into MetaTrader 544, before you can even open up trading view, you understand? Or please analyze gold. Okay, no problem. It's important, it's very important to get your psychology in check, understand? If you have family problems, if you have relationship problems, do not go into the chat on that day, you understand, or that week, because you're going to be very impulsive on the charts. You're going to make silly mistakes on the charts, understand? And that's the thing about the financial markets. As soon as you make a decision, it's a financial decision, you understand? And it's a decision that's going to impact your results, it's going to impact your psychology as well. So Karabo says, I'm struggling with to find consistency. I don't blow account, but I struggle to grow. Just try to figure out what you're doing wrong, understand? So go through your trades, find out where can you improve. Sometimes you find that you do find profitable trades, but you don't fully maximize the profits that that trade has given you. So just try to go dive deeper into self-review, diving into your journaling, journal your trades that you've taken, why you taking those trades, and try to grow from your previous trade, understand? So try to have a track record. So you want me to analyze gold as well. So let's just add gold into our watch list. Okay. So I'm just trying to monitor how the monthly candlesticks are going to close on every pair on my watch list. So today, guys, it's going to be simple. It's going to be nice and easy, because now we're just monitoring how the monthly candlestick is going to close, and as well as we're doing our advanced self-review, where we're going to be reviewing the trade setups that we've taken throughout the month, the overall win rate, the psychology in terms of where we need to improve. So I feel like as a trader, that's key, a key thing that you need to do weekly, or let's say maybe every Friday. Have a 1 hour session with yourself where you review all the trades that you've taken, review um your psychology, review your win rate, and always ask yourself quality questions on where you can improve, right? On where you can improve. Okay, patient. Yeah, sometimes the problem might be you over analyzing. So you find that you're spending too much time on the charts. Understand? So remember that yes, everyone can analyze, everyone can look at the charts and find setups, right? But what's key is your psychology. What's key is you sticking to your trading plan. So if you can follow up and stick to those trading processes that you have, stick to your risk management processes that you have, yes, you'll find consistency in there, because now you have established a plan for yourself and your trading. All right. So with GBP USD, you can see that this monthly candlestick is going to close bullish, right? And going down onto the weekly time frame, you can see that okay, overall this month has been bullish for GBP USD. So I really hope you guys have capitalized on this move or the moves or the bullish moves on GBP USD as well. Okay. Okay, NZD it's just showing some rejection on this monthly candlestick, right? So I'll just monitor. I have buy stops or buy limits that I've placed on this pair as I see potential um bullish momentum as well. As you can see here on the left hand side, you've had this big impulse in or on the weekly time frame, right? So this has been a bullish bullish impulse on the weekly time frame, and currently you can see that okay, this market is in what is in this correction phase, right? So I'll be expecting the market to do what to create another bullish impulse as it's going to be breaking out of that correction, right? So this is the long term overview. This is a long term overview of NZD, right? So as I've said, on the left hand side, you can see the bullish impulse, and then this is the correction right there. And then going on to the year, into the year, I'm expecting what another bullish impulse going to the upside, right? So in terms of entries, as I've said, I'm just closely monitoring how this monthly candlestick closes. But in terms of entries, I'm hoping or expecting the market to this area right here for that first touch, second touch, third touch, fourth touch, potential touch over there, and then I'll look for my buy entries. But this is a long term overview on NZDK. NZDK. Okay. Okay, and gold I had a setup that didn't really play out on gold, which buy a setup, right? So this is what we monitored on gold. So I had buy setups, I think it was over here. Let me just delete that. In terms of gold, I had a buy setup over here, and then my targets were over there. And then I think my stops are just. So this is what happened on gold. So I can currently say that gold is in a range, right? So as you can see, if I can try to remove everything over here, you can see this type of range that's being formed on gold. So gold is not really moving impulsively. So this is on the 4 hour time frame, right? So there's no real momentum that has shown whether bullish or bearish. So gold is just in the range on this time frame, right? So on the 4 hour time frame, I can simply say, okay, gold is in a range whereby it hasn't been really um, creating higher things, right? As you can see here, if you can just monitor how the market reacts, if it breaks out, you can just take that buy. If it breaks below, you can maybe take the sells, all right? So you can just simply monitor how the market reacts above the resistance area and below that support area. So is there any other pair that you'd like me to analyze for you guys? Okay. That's gold on the 4 hour time frame, right? So remembering what my key points that I've said, you need to be able to do an advanced self review on each and every pair or each and every trade that you've taken throughout the week, throughout the month, and be able to improve on your strategy, on your psychology, as you always need to be consistently learning, guys. The market is open to that. Okay, thank you. If you just currently joined the live, thank you guys for joining. Make sure that you drop a comment for any pairs that you'd like me to analyze. So I had a trade set up as well on USD, Euro USD, right? So as you can see, it didn't really play out as we got stopped out. But as you can see here, what happened was what happened was that we saw this bearish impulse. We had a correction. Okay, let me just go down into the lower time frames, right? So how we monitored or how we executed this trade or how we found this setup is that we saw this bearish impulse on the left hand side. The market entered into a correction, right? We had a V-type structure over there. We had the market creating some sort of correction on the right hand side. So it confirmed that okay, this mainly confirmed that okay, this is a reversal or a shift in momentum. This is one thing that I look for when I look for setups, right? So as you can see, I think here we had some spikes because of fundamentals, but we got stopped out, right? We took the entry went into profits, slight profits, and then we got spiked out, and then the market continued into profits, right? But we learn from the we learn from the loss as well. So here you can just monitor to say, okay, with our stops, we can just be a little bit more open to risk in terms of our stops and be able to hold that overall bullish momentum, right? Okay, okay, thank you. Hope you're doing well. Okay, everything is well, my brother. Thank you for joining the live. Thank you for joining the live today. Is there any pair that you'd like me to analyze? And remember, guys, you need to be self-aware. If you're going through a drawdown period, if you are going through losses in the market, accept those losses. Losses are part of the market. Understand? So you need to be self-aware, right? The first thing that you need to do is being self-aware, realizing that what did I do wrong? Understand? If you went through a period of drawdown of or you lost an account, you need to be accountable, take responsibility for that account. Understand? And that's the first thing that you need to do for growth. Understand? So that's the first thing that you need to do for growth. So this is Kid JPY. The entry wasn't really taken because now the market didn't really meet our entry criteria. As you can see here, I was looking to enter around about here, but the market spiked up, and then as you can see, retested this neckline and then pushed to those potential targets, right? So if you just joined the live, thank you guys for joining the live. Make sure that you drop a comment. Make sure that you drop a comment for any pair that you'd like me to analyze. Um, this is CAT JPY. So the position I was expecting the market to potentially reach these targets before entry, but as you can see, the market did what? The market pushed up, created a retest, as you can see on the neckline right there. So this is a what potential neckline. There's a potential neckline right there. You had your impulse, and then the V-type structure formation that I was talking about was formed. So if I can just simply go onto the, if I can simply go to the 15-minute time frame, you'll see what I'm talking about. This impulse, right? And then you had your market ranging right there in terms of your correction, and then you had your V-type structure, and then on the right hand side as well you had the same type of formation or candlestick confirmations, right, as you can see here and here as well. And then the market pushed up, and then on the neckline, as you can see with that retest over there. So this was just simple fundamentals that came out, which was yesterday, causing that spike. And then the market pushed up, going into the Asian session. So this trade we couldn't take, we couldn't fully execute on this trade as we were waiting for the market to drop. We're waiting for the market to drop just about here. As you can see, I think I dropped the video or the setup on my YouTube channel, on our YouTube channel. You can just check us out over there. So if you've just joined the live, thank you guys for joining. Welcome to the live. Okay, and then US 100, we're currently floating uh, on slight profits on US 100, right? So I'm just going to give you key setups on how we managed to execute on this trade. So as I've said, I'm just trying to monitor how the monthly candlestick closes. No, no, no. So I'm just trying to monitor how the monthly candlestick closes, right? As you can see over here with this candlestick, this is the monthly candlestick, right? And the previous month was previously bullish, right? So we're just going to monitor how this monthly candlestick closes, and then the opening of the new month, right? So Monday will be a new month or a new trading day. As you can see, we've had this bullish on the daily candles, on the daily time frame. We've had this bullish impulse that we managed to capitalize on, right? So simply what I saw here on Nasdaq is this, right? So this is a key support area where the market was at, and then this is a key resistance area. So let me just go into the weekly time frame to show you. Okay, this is where I monitored the key resistance area, right? So this is on the weekly time frame, and as you can see, this market rejected here twice, all right, creating some sort of a double bottom formation. So going down onto the daily time frame, as you can see, the market was bullish uh, from the support area, right? So as you can see, we had your higher high, lower low. The market created an impulse, pullback, impulse, pullback, impulse, right? So that's on the left hand side. And then as you can see, we had your correction right there. So there's your correction right there. There's your bullish impulse on the left hand side. You can just simply note this bullish impulse, and then the market is creating what, another bullish impulse. But how do we capitalize or find entries going to the upside, right? So we're going to go into lower time frames to find our entries. So as you can see here, we've had your bullish impulse again, and then the market entered into this correction, right? You can simply see this correction right there, and then this here. So as you can see, we had your bullish impulse on the left hand side. The market entered into a correction. So what are we expecting? We're expecting the market to what? To create another bullish impulse to continue with that bullish momentum, right? So you can just simply set your targets over there, and then with the risk, just risk below just below 1% of your account size, and then targets you can look at it around about 3%, close to 4% targets. So in terms of the previous entry and how I found the previous entry, I think it was around about here where I took my positions, and then my stops are just were just below there. So I can just go into the lower time frames just to explain how I got the previous entry, right? Okay, I simply noted that okay, the market is currently in this, or the market is currently trading within. Okay, let me just modify that. The market is currently trading within this trend channel, right? So as you can see with that first touch of, you've had multiple touches on this support area, but this is key, which is first touch, second touch, and then this third touch, right? But this third touch came with what? With this V-type structure formation on this support area. So what I closely monitored was that okay, this is a shift in momentum whereby the market was bearish coming from the trend channel resistance. The market was bearish over here, right? So this is your correction over there. So this is your correction over there. You've had your impulse, you have your correction. And then I was just trying to monitor how I can capitalize and find entries to the upside, right? As the market is coming from that key support area within that trend channel. So here I simply monitored that, okay, this here is a key area, right? So my entry wasn't that good, yes, but my risk management was good. So I managed to I think my risk management was here. So I managed to risk around about close to 1% on that trade. So we held the position, we took the position, we held the position to brought down. The market was just playing around. And then I think it was yesterday and last night where the market shot up to these targets, right? So my initial targets, or my initial target for this trade, is all the way up there. So it's all the way up there. And then we're just managing the trade. We're just managing the trade right now, just to closely monitor how the market reacts at key areas, right? Okay, play some music. If I may ask, what is your name? Okay, find us on our YouTube platform. Let me just drop comment section. You can find us on our YouTube platform. I just dropped it on the comment section at Kaiser Capital, right? So that's where I normally try to add value and share some content, free content for you guys. And yeah, if you just joined the live, thank you guys for joining. Make sure that you drop a comment section on any pair that you'd like me to analyze for you guys. Okay. So on Nasdaq, we currently just managing the position, also monitoring how the monthly candlestick is going to close, right? So another thing that I've been trying to emphasize is that each and every week, each and every month on a Friday or on weekends where you are available to do your advanced self review, try as much as you can to review each and every position that you have taken throughout the month, each and every position that you have taken throughout the week, and try to to hone in and try to improve on your psychology, try to improve on what your win rate, trying to improve on yourself, right? And your strategy overall. So as I've been trying to say, just trying to monitor how the monthly candlesticks are going to close so we can capitalize on the overall move going into the next month, right? So in terms of music, okay. So currently I think we've dived into gold. So we've diving into gold. So gold currently going into the close of the month, gold is ranging, so it's not creating new highs, it's not creating new lows. And then in terms of Euro USD, I think we've dived into that on how I found the position and how we got stopped out and what we've learned on the position. And in terms of long term on Euro USD, let's see on the monthly time frame what is Euro USD trying to tell us, right? So currently on the monthly time frame, and as I closely monitor this impulse, right, and you can see that okay, we've had a previous impulse, we've had this type of correction right there. So impulse correction, but I don't think the market is going to drop any further. Understand? As this is an extreme low. So as you can see here, that's a key support area where the market just bounced off and then created that reversal right there. So in terms of here, you can see like the market is just rejecting of that. But then I want to closely monitor how and find key areas where the market might potentially reject. So as you can see here, we're on the weekly time frame. Just to draw a minor resistance area right there. So the market has been bearish, creating lower lows. So we've had this bullish impulse, right? So that's Euro USD. Euro USD, you just need to closely monitor how the monthly candlestick closes. But it's not showing me nice setups. Like it's not. So you can just simply see this is a resistance area, but it's not clean. It's not clean. It's not clean enough for me. Understand? So Euro USD, just monitor how the monthly candlestick closes And then in terms of direction, you just need to wait for market structure or candlestick formation to see the overall direction of the market. But for me, it's not clean enough. Understand? For me, it's not clean enough. Um, okay, nothing on the comments. Okay, if you just joined the live, thank you guys for joining the live today. I hope that you do your advanced self review yourself, and you've had a profitable month overall. You understand? So going into the new month, you need to execute your plan. Understand? So if you're interested, you can just go check us out on our channel at Kaiser Capital, where we try to provide as much value as we can. So this is what CAD JPY. I think we analyzed CAD JPY, or I showed you where I was looking to enter some positions on CAD JPY. So the market didn't really play out as we planned. So this is part of trading, and this happens. So we expected the market to drop to this key area where it rejected over here and here as well, and then it moved out. It moved to the upside without us. And then US 100, we're currently managing and monitoring how the market reacts. Uh, close off the month as well. So I hope you guys had a profitable week. And as I've said, guys, if you are going through a drawdown period, if you are going through a drawdown period, if you are going through losses in the market, ask yourself quality questions. Where can you improve? Take responsibility for your losses. Understand, as you are the one that are responsible for your trading accounts. So this is not a regular 9 to 5 where you're going to be reporting to someone, and um, you need to be accountable. Understand? So asking yourself quality questions: where can you improve? Why did I take the trade? What went wrong? If the trade went into drawdown, what went wrong? Understand where to improve in terms of your psychology. Was it an emotional trade that you have taken? Understand? And in terms of risk management, did you follow your trading process? So that's the key to dealing with drawdown. And take trading, you understand. So each and every business has an expense and has a certain amount of figures or percentage that they're willing to lose in order to gain profitability. So this is what we're holding. And then NZD, I think I dived into that as well. So the most important thing, no, I didn't go into NZD. So the most important thing, yeah, I think I did. I did dive into NZD. The most important thing is just to monitor the monthly candlestick close, right? And just to find out the overall direction going into the new month. Understand? So it's very important to dive into the higher time frames for the overall move. Understand? So go into the lower time frames to find the increase. Understand? So in terms of odd USD, you can simply see that okay, the market is creating what lower lows, right? So it's in a bearish move, and then here is what here is your correction. There's your correction, and then there's your impulse, right? So you've had your bearish impulse. So the market is currently doing what? It's creating that second impulse to the downside, right? So in terms of entries, maybe I might look for potential entries around about here. So it's very key to monitor how the market reacts. Monitor how the market reacts, right, over here. So sometimes we find ourselves wanting to take positions, going out of positions, but it's very important to wait. It's very important to wait. And yes, when you're trading funded accounts and when you're trading prop firms or when you're in the phase verification phase or the first phase, it's going to be very hard because now you're trading against time. So most of them have a 30-day um, pass limit or pass maximum days. Understand? So it's very important to have what quality trades that you're going to take. It's very important to have patience as well in terms of waiting for the setup that you want to trade, understand, and not just taking any setups or setup that comes, understand. So that's one thing that I can say that I need to improve on, and advice that I can give out there to say that it's very important to wait and wait for a setup. Do not trade any setup that's not in line with your trading plan because now you feel pressured and you want to take trades, understand? So that's very important going into any funded account, right? As you can see over here, the market is just bearish. So the bearish momentum is more than the bullish momentum, right? So in terms of here, I'll have to wait for a key reversal pattern, right? It's either going to be a double bottom formation that's going to fall to the upside, or it's going to be an inverse head and shoulder that's going to form before I can take any entries going to the upside, right? So I'll just need to monitor how the market reacts at this area. Remember, I'm focusing on the higher time frames, right? So as you can see, this market has been bearish. Understand? This market has been bearish, but what I like and what I see is this bullish momentum, and then you have some sort of head and shoulder pattern formation. So this here is a potential target that the market can reach, right? So you just need to monitor how the market reacts. You just need to monitor how the market reacts. And being patient is very important. Being patient is very important. Do not take trades out of rushing into taking positions or feeling like you need to take positions. Sometimes you need to wait. Sometimes you need to wait. Sometimes you need to wait. So NZD, USD. So currently I'm focusing on four pairs, four forex pairs, one index, and then these ones are just pairs that I'm looking at, just closely monitoring. So as well as NZD, USD, right? So you've had your impulse right there. You've had what your correction right there. There's your impulse, you have your correction, you have your what, you have your V-type structure over there. So this is one thing that I like to look at, right? Type structure formation. Why do I like to look at this? Because it mainly emphasizes a shift in momentum, right? So you find that if the market is creating what, this is a key thing that I look into, right? So you find that okay, the market is creating what, lower lows, higher lows, lower lows, higher lows, lower lows, and then suddenly you have something like this, right? So I just wanted to emphasize this thing, the V-type structure. So you find that the market is creating what, a bearish impulse, comes back with the pullback, creates a new low, creates a higher low, and then suddenly you have this V-type structure. So I like to look at this because it mainly emphasizes a shift in momentum, right? So the market is telling you that okay, now it's balancing out the momentum, right? So you've had a strong bearish impulse to the downside, right? With with the continuation to the downside. So the market has been currently going down, right? And creating smaller higher highs where, as you can see with let me just try to go onto the the daily time frame. As you can see over here with this bullish impulse, they're not really that impactful like the the bearish moves. So as you can see, the bullish moves are just like they small compared to the bearish moves, right? So you had your bearish impulse, bullish impulse, bearish impulse, bullish impulse, bearish impulse, and then you have your shift in momentum, the V-type structure that I like to emphasize, right? So this is one thing that I look for, right? So as I've said, now we're looking at what? A shift in momentum. And what are we looking for? We're looking for this. But where are we looking for it? We're looking for this on this side. So it's just what do we call it? We call it a mirror. So we're looking for this bearish impulse to form on the right hand side. So we're looking for this bearish impulse to do what, to form on the right hand side. So now it's just a matter of finding our entries and finding potential moves to the upside, right? So I can just give you an example of what I was talking about in terms of the V-type structure formation. I think there's a GBP odd just played out. Okay, GBP odd that played out. So this is a perfect example that I'm trying to emphasize, right? So as you can see here, you've had what? You've had your bearish impulse, right? So the market created a bearish impulse. You've had your correction right there. And then this is the V-type structure formation that I'm trying to emphasize right there. So here is what the V-type structure formation that I'm trying to emphasize. But what are we looking for after monitoring these three things? So you've monitored what? You've monitored your VTEC, your first impulse, which was bearish. You've monitored your correction. You've monitored deadly your V-type structure, right? And then here on the right hand side, you've monitored what? Your correction. So what are we essentially looking for? We're essentially looking for this bearish impulse to what? To create what? a bullish impulse on the right hand side, right? So as you can see here, this is what essentially I'm looking for. Understand? So with was it NZD USD? Yes, NZD USD. It's the same thing that I'm looking at, right? So this bearish impulse, right? I want to see it on the right hand side. If you've just joined the live, make sure that you drop a like, make sure that you comment on any pair that you'd like me to analyze for you guys. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live, guys. Key things that I want you to guys to take away from this live is that yes, everyone can analyze. Yes, everyone can find key setups, but the key to this is being consistent, right? Finding consistent results, finding consistent wins, finding consistent losses in the market, and still being able to be in the game, right? So we're doing this for the long term. We're not just here to find results or one day results and be out. So this is a long term, think long term in terms of your trading. Take trading as a business, right? So I think I've dived into the key pairs that I'm looking into going into the new month. So what's key, or what I would like you to take away from this, is that dive into the higher time frames to find the overall momentum of that month or the year, understand, and try to find entries and build up to that target, right? So in terms of NZD USD, I'll be closely monitoring how the market reacts here at the support area, right? So if you just joined the live, make sure that you like, make sure that you comment. So I've analyzed odd USD, NZD USD, um, GBP, GBP USD, right? I'm just trying to monitor. Okay, this here was a key support area. This here was a what? Key resistance area. As you can see on the lower time frames, the market is currently trading above that resistance area. So we're just closely monitoring how the monthly candlestick is going to close. Like I've been trying to emphasize, right? So simply on the monthly time frame, you can see that, okay, sharp, here you've had your trend channel, right? So there's your trend channel over here, and then you've had this bearish impulse, right? So also monitoring here as well. Had what? You've had your impulse, correction, impulse, and this market trying to sell us over here, right? So here you can see overall on the monthly time frame that this is a key resistance area, there's your key support area, right? So just to hone in and find the overall direction of the market is very important. Understand, to get the overall move and not just dive into the lower time frames without understanding the overall direction of the market. So here you can simply see that, okay, you've had your impulse, all right? You've had your impulse, you have a correction, right? But will the market really drop to create another bearish impulse? Will the market really drop going into the higher time frames? Going into the higher time frames. So that's about it, guys. I've dived into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nine analysis or setups that I'm currently monitoring as well. So it's mainly four pairs, one index, right? And then in terms of execution, we missed a trade over here, but then you can also look into selling it. Let me just do this. So currently I'm on CAD JPY, right, on the daily time frame. You can just monitor this as a keyword, as a resistance. Just monitor this as a key support area, right? So where's your impulse? The bigger impulse is here on the left hand side. Understand? So what are we trying to do? We're trying to establish where the market is really going and try to capitalize on the overall move, right? So you can just simply note down that zone as a key zone as well. So on the daily time frame, um, you can just simply say, okay, the market is in a range. So I'm currently on CAD JPY on the daily time frame. You can see that, okay, there's your impulse, your bearish impulse. The market has entered into a range. So where is the market trying to go, or where is the market really going, right? So going into the 4 hour time frame, you can simply see that, okay, the market came to this resistance area and it respected that resistance area, right? As you can see, the market respected that resistance area. But here you can simply see that, okay, this is some sort of reversal pattern that's being formed over here, where the market was what? Remembering on the higher time frame, we're in a range, right? And we come from that bearish impulse, right? And then here on the lower time frame, we're finding what? We find the impulse to the upside. The market is creating what? The market is creating a reversal pattern there on that resistance area. So what is the market trying to tell us? Does it want to reverse? Okay, we can just monitor here, this area here, right? You can just monitor this area. So in terms of entries, I'm not comfortable with taking this entry, but you can just look into having your stops just here. So why are we looking at this as a potential entry, right? So this is what let me just explain it. We've had your bullish impulse, right? The market entered into a correction, right? So the market entered into that correction. The market reached that key resistance area, created a breakout. The market is now what? Retesting the support of the trend channel, and then we're looking for entries to the downside, right? So This is why I see potential sells. So this is what I'm monitoring. So on a higher time frame, we know that okay, currently the market is where. So the market what respected this resistance area. Ne? The market respected that resistance area, dropped and then broke out of that trend channel. Now it's retesting that trend channel. So where is it retesting? It's retesting over here, right? So in terms of increase, you need to monitor. You just need to monitor how the market reacts at that retest, right? Monitoring how the market reacts at that retest. Maybe we can take the cells. And then in terms of targets, I'm looking for targets over there. But here is of it's a potential first target over here. So there's your first target. A first target. Okay. Here's your entry. Your first target. And then your initial target is over there. Right. So mainly because now on the higher time frame, right, we're in a range. So let me go into the daily time frame to show you what I'm talking about. Mainly we established that okay, the market is what? The market is on or created this bearish impulse. The market is in a range, as you can see that okay, first touch over there, second touch over there, and then your dead touch. Let me just expand this. Dead touch over there, right? So you had your so you can simply see that okay, the market is respecting this resistance area, and then now it's creating what reversal pattern on that. So in terms of entries, you can simply see or find entries on the lower time frames, right? So as you can see now, the market is moving. The market is slightly in profit in terms of, but we need to monitor how the 4-hour candlestick closes, right? So find if you can find a rejection candlestick, or if that 4-hour candlestick closes with proper candlestick rejections, we'll look for entries with your targets being set over there. So I don't know what you guys think about this setup. How do I take a live challenge? Um, I don't really understand. How do I take a live challenge? Um, in terms of, I don't understand that question. How do I take a live challenge? Obviously, you need to have a trading strategy, right? So, firstly, the first thing that you need to do is have a trading strategy, right? That you're going to trade and execute on that live challenge, right? The second thing that you need to do is have a trading plan and be what is it called? Be aware of the rules that they have within that challenge, right? So draft your trading plan according to the rules. Understand in terms of your risk management, the number of trades that you're going to take on that account, right? And then what is the third one? So the first one is what having a trading strategy. Second one is having a trading plan, and then the third one is Yeah, work on your psychology. The most important one is working on your psychology, because you can have a proper trading strategy, you can have a proper trading plan, but if your psychology is not in check, if you trading out of emotions, if you're taking trades that are not in line with your trading plan, you will lose the funded account. You will lose the funded account because you are not mentally fit. You understand? So I take trading as a sport. You understand? So you need to consistently be improving yourself. You need to be consistently improving your skills. You need to be consistently improving on your overall improvement as an individual. Understand? So if you just join the live, make sure that you comment on any pair or anything that you'd like me to comment on or touch on. Remember that you can also find us on our YouTube platform as well, on YouTube, Kaiser Capital, at Kaiser Capital on YouTube, which is K K H A Capital YT, right? So I hope you guys had a profitable month. I hope you guys had a profitable week. As I've emphasized on the video, on the live, I mean to say that it's very important for you to hone in every Friday or take the weekend out to try and review every trade that you've taken, review your overall performance, and ask yourself quality questions on where can you improve, what can you improve on, whether it's your psychology, whether it's your risk management, where can you improve. There's abundance of opportunities to learn, understand? So you need to be willing to learn from the markets, be teachable the whole time. So that's about it, guys. In terms of the I'll closely monitor how the market reacts, or the close of the monthly candlestick, the daily, the weekly, and then most importantly, the 4 hour candlestick, how it's going to close before I enter that position right there. So that's about it, guys. I hope that you like the content. I hope that you like the content. I hope that you like the live. So make sure that you join us live again. We're going to be live again on Tuesday, just to prepare for the new month. And remembering as well that next week is going to be a huge fundamental week. Um, yeah, hope you guys have a nice weekend as well.